What's going on YouTube? Here I have some EDC tools that I find unique and work well. So I'll show you what they are and what I like about them. Up first I have the Nipex Cobra SX, and what I like about these is they're very small and compact. This is about 4 inches by inch and a half, and it has very small micro adjustments. There's channel locks out there with bigger grooves. This really handles a different assortment of different nut sizes and different applications you can use these pliers in. They do have a tight grip on screws. I've turned round screw heads and they've worked just fine. My only complaint is when you actually get in somewhere to turn the pliers, you only have so much grip on them. And I know I bought an extra small pair, but I didn't realize how small they actually were. And so maybe you'll get two fingers and part of your thumb or palm to actually turn the bolt. So if you work like plumbing, I would not recommend these unless it's just something you want to have on you. So that's the only downside is the actual size, but great for everyday carry. Here I have a Klein's mini ratchet. This cost about $15 and a great tool. So there's multiple different kinds of tools or mini ratchets like this. And I just picked up something that I was familiar with, which is Klein Tools. I know Amazon has a couple of different ones that are about $40, but I just went with this one. And I paired it up with a $5 DeWalt bit holder. And this is a nice bit holder because it does angle some. If you need to get into somewhere tight, you could actually turn that screw. And it gives you a little bit more leverage and to be, further away from whatever you're tightening down. Or if you need to be closer in, you could just put the bit in and get in there and tighten whatever you need to. So here's the little lever in the back. And I believe this tool is also about 4 inches. So it does also go in reverse. So great tool. I believe it is magnetic in there. And I believe this is a 5/16 socket here. So I haven't actually used this thumb or pinky holder thing, but I suppose it would have some functionality. Up next, I have a Gerber Pry Bar, and I like this tool because it has two main functions. It's a utility knife. I work construction, so I'm cutting straps of lumber all the time, and it also has this pry bar. So sometimes, pallets of wood or pallets of whatever will have wood on there on them, and I can just go ahead and pry it off with this tool. And you can see it's pretty good quality because it does have that metal piece all the way through there, so it is a durable product. It doesn't bend, and it does have some functionality with the pry bar being it's angled. You can get it up under and pry that nail out if need be. Here I have a Fiat electric light. This light cost me about $10 or so. It was a 2 for $23 deal, but it has high, low, red light, blinking red light, green, and blue. So a lot of functionality with this flashlight. It's also rechargeable, and I believe the battery life is an hour and a half on high and 3 hours on low. I'm not quite sure what the red light is, but I would assume it's at least 3 hours with that different colored lights. One thing I like about this is it has a pocket clip as well as the flashlight's actually pointed out this way instead of the top. And you could clip this onto your t-shirt and have your hands free where you're able to work instead of some flashlights require you to actually hold it in a direction to use it. And here I have a Milwaukee, I believe it's a hardline edition knife. It's a 2.5 inch blade. It has a nice stonewash finish to it. D2 steel. I feel like D2 steel is good. I'm not big into all the blade steel, but it's up there. So I got this for $52. Has a nice Milwaukee plastic. I don't know if this is G10 or not. I would hope so for being at $52. A red insert, a very sturdy pocket clip. So great overall knife. I definitely love the action of it opening. This is my first flipping pocket knife, but great action, works well, and it's a brand that I trust, which is Multitools, and that's what I carry most of the time. But thanks for watching this video. Make sure to hit the subscribe button. I'll see you guys later.